There are moments in this movie that when I read the script, I was like sharp intake of breath stuff. What? There is fantastic jump scares. There is fantastic acting. We get actors to do proper scenes. This is it would do it a disservice to call this a horror movie. It is way beyond that. It's beautiful looking. Tom, our cinematographer, is incredibly talented, been in the game forever, Oscar nominated, the whole deal. We've got Thomas Newman doing the music. Please, 15 times Oscar nominated. There's a lot of big hitters involved in this. Mr. Steven Spielberg's company is making this movie. Big hitters. So we have to deliver the goods. And they're wonderful, wonderful director and producer and Seth Brad. And everybody involved in this has gone the extra mile. It's nearly killed us on a number of occasions on this. They haven't spared anything trying to kill us on board during storms and stuff. I don't know how. I really should call my agent, or at least my psychiatrist. It's been a huge. If 1/3 of the adventure that we've had making it ends up on the screen, we will have a fine movie on our hands. So the first time I really saw our monster was when he was in my face, about to take a large lump out of my neck. And I'd said hello to him when he walked on board, but it's a lot different when the rain is going, the wind machines, all this noise, and you're doing something, even though it's in the script, you're doing something, you turn around and he's there in that magnificent makeup. And I really, genuinely, I really got a fright. And I got a fright not just in one take, but over and over. So if I'm getting a fright and I know the guy who's in the suit, hopefully that should transfer to scaring the bejesus out of anybody watching the movie. I think it will. I'm really sure it will. But he's incredible. And he's so physical, and Javier is a genius at physical acting. I suppose the original book, when Dracula came out, it became sort of a phenomenon, and it has never died away. And the amount of iterations we've seen of this creature, it's really interesting that this monster that's among us and only comes for us when it's dark, it plays to all the worst feelings that we have when we're kids in bed and there's thunder and lightning outside and it's dark, and it's monster time when the lights go out. So Dracula, not only 100 years ago, and not only now, but in 100 years' time, there will still be movies made about Dracula, because he's like the perfect monster. In some cases, he blends into society. There is no redemption with him. He wants to feed off you, and he wants to take your soul, turn you essentially into a zombie, a vampire zombie, and remove every piece of humanity from it. It's like the worst spiritual nightmare you can have, apart from just being ripped asunder, apart from the physical damage. He gets you in your soul, in your spirit. He's the perfect monster. Listen, you'll have a great time sitting at home. You can scream at who you like. When you're at home, you can throw your popcorn up in the air and it'll land on your own couch. I'm telling you now, my first time going to see this, I want to see it with an audience. I want to see it. I want to be in the theater. And I want to experience the screams all around me on this, because this does have scream moments. You can look around over your shoulder if you like. There's a good chance I'll be down the back going like that when I'm hearing everybody screaming. Get to the cinema. We've got all this pandemic stuff coming to an end. Some of the best times to be in a theater are at scary movies. Some of the best times to suffer with everybody else and scream in horror with everybody else. is one of the great joys of cinema. Do this. Go to the cinema. Go and see this movie with hundreds of other people and be scared crapless with them.